What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 138 of the Clever and Original Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kody Misialek. Alongside me, the man with a plan, Jayden Reinhart.
No plan.
Actually, I did have a plan this time. Yep, it was to play a lot of Vermintide too. And then, lose track of time.
What's Vermintide?
It's Warhammer Vermintide was
Sounds
I
like
want to say
Left 4
Left 4
Dead
Dead clone.
Yeah, it's kind of a Left 4 Dead clone, yeah.
There's a lot of differences. People are probably going to get angry for me calling it a Left 4 Dead clone. But it's the same thing. There's 4 people with abilities, and you instead of zombies, it's rats.
And,
rat monsters.
and you're back and not dead.
Yeah, and I'm not dead.
Alive
which is
and
great.
well.
That's good.
Not well, but I'm
I
alive.
guess.
Yeah.
Alive and alive.
Yes. Alive and alive.
Alive and
75
alive.
alive.
Nope.
Actually, I'm not 75.
This man over
Nope.
here is JJ Larson.
Prove
Yes,
it.
he is.
Prove it.
Shit.
Yeah, whatever.
I
No,
don't.
what
Well, like your name is Jaylen, right?
Nope.
And then your middle
Nope.
name is something else
Nope.
with a J.
That's
and
not
that's why we
just-
call you
what
JJ.
what did our coworker call you?
Casey,
I don't take you for a
Julian
Casey.
James, I think.
Julian James, is that it?
Yeah, I think it was Julian James is what he called me.
Julian
It's like
James.
'Cause
Julian's a good name.
I think everyone calls you JJ. No one actually knows that your
What
first
if
name
it's
is
what if
Jaylen.
J?
Well, people do.
J
Oh, okay.
stands for
Nope.
J, like Jayden Jayden.
What if J stands for giraffe?
Giraffe starts with a G.
Oh,
Fucking dummy.
Damn it, I didn't know that.
You
Shoot.
didn't.
what if J stands for pay?
That's a possibility. That's a distinct possibility.
Pay me that money.
Yeah, what if J stands for you still owe me money, bitch?
Give me that money.
I don't know you.
It's my money.
I don't know you shit. I don't know shade or potato or anything.
I am a potato.
You are a potato.
At least have a potato.
No, you are. You
I've become the potato.
You have a potato.
You know, like they say, you are what you eat, and people are like, no, that's not true. That's silly. That's an old wives' tale.
Now you're.
Turns out, if you eat enough of it, you do become it.
Yeah, like he is a potato. If you can't see,
I have to shave before every podcast, but I do get like little potato-esque dimples with eyes,
Yeah.
all over my body.
yeah,
That
he's
sounds
like
horrifying.
Mr. Potato Head.
Hmm I have to cut them out with a potato peeler.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's rough.
If you haven't
Actually,
listened,
it's smooth.
That's how it works.
if you haven't listened to us before, except for the fact that Jay is a potato,
Mm-hmm.
we are the Clever and Original Podcast. We talk about comic book movie type stuff and video game type stuff, particularly in that order. So let's get on with it. Avengers Infinity War dropped their second trailer. What are our thoughts?
Even better.
Looks pretty fucking good. Just saying. Get to see Thanos fucking shit up a little bit more. You get to see some of it. Like Thanos is I think they're his kids. I'm
Yeah,
not
the
exactly sure.
children of Thanos.
Yeah. Like his one of them is fucking up Doctor Strange pretty hard.
Is it
Yeah.
kind of like a Vikings thing where they just have a ton of children?
I don't know.
A Vikings thing. Why would it be a Vikings?
Well, Vikings
thing?
is because they pillage and stuff.
But
Yeah.
he's not a Viking. He's a
Right, but
He's
does
an
he have
alien.
a
He's
trillion gazillion wives?
he's like a
is what I'm
space
asking.
warlord.
Yeah, but
I mean, ostensibly.
or I guess
he's had-
Khan would be a better.
He's had
parallel
these
to
kids
draw,
with somebody.
What?
I mean, ostensibly, he's had these kids with someone.
Right, but I'm
Not
asking, is there
necessarily.
two?
I guess not
Because like
necessarily.
Gamora and Nebula are both his kids,
Yeah.
but they're not his
They're
biological.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
adopted. So, I mean, he could have had sex with Death.
True, but I doubt they'll introduce that into.
Deadpool had a chat
That-
with Death in a comic.
Well, yeah, in a comic.
Mm-hmm.
Thanos also is in love with Death in the comics.
Right.
I mean, I want Death to show up in the movie just because fuck it. Like, it's so absurd, but this whole thing is absurd anyway, so why not just go for it?
Marvel can do that
Um,
stuff.
True, they could, but I just doubt they will.
Like,
If they did it, people
yeah,
would just be like,
doubt,
all right, cool.
I doubt they will because, you know, they've got to do realism where you've got a Norse god fighting alongside a giant green monster, a guy in red, white, and blue spandex with a shield, a guy in a robot suit, and then a guy who dresses in weird garb that is doctor and does mystical things.
Yeah.
And a guy in a suit where he calls himself Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's already so many gods.
Fictional country, high-tech African country, where the king leader dresses up in spandex.
Mm-hmm. But like strong spandex.
Yeah.
And there's a talking raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's so many gods in this universe already. Like, why not introduce death?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then, they introduce the Infinity Stones, which are kind of absurd in themselves. I mean, they're just a MacGuffin, basically. But, go for it, right? Like, we are at absurdness to a point where, everyone just fucking accepts it. Mm-hmm. And then fucking the first Avengers movie, you had Loki coming through with a giant wormhole thing where a bunch of random aliens come in and then they all die by getting blown up at their home base.
Yeah.
Like they're robots or something. So everything's absurd in this universe. Like, why not? Why not do death? Why not do death? And why not do Thanos, who's like in love? Like he's like a man in love, he wants to prove to her his worth. And he's like, I will prove to you, Death, that you should be in love with me by killing a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see if that... I just don't think that's...
And not only that, in Winter Soldier, they had Arnim Zola have his mind in a computer. This universe is absurd. Yeah. Superheroes are absurd. But anyway, major digression.
Yeah.
The trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Thanos looks good, especially with the... I was going to say hat. But it's not a hat, it's a helmet.
Yeah.
I hope someone calls it a hat, though, because I'm pretty sure that would piss him off and it'd be hilarious.
And he likes doing things. They show the Iron Spider-Man suit, or Iron Spider suit. They show Chris Pratt and Robert Downey Jr. talking, saying so Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess, or at least Star-Lord comes into contact with the other humans, which would be the first time since he got kidnapped.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I mean, I was just wondering how much they're gonna play off of that, because it's the same thing with Captain America, right?
Yeah.
He's a man at a time, except they couldn't really play much of that because it was the Avengers movie. They had other things to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, nice the whole your plan sucks, my plan's better, just because it's my plan.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Looks like Thor's gonna do a lot of stuff with the Guardians.
I'm excited to see that. I like Space Thor.
Yeah, it's so much cooler than just Thor, who is kind of an alien, except not.
Yeah.
He's a god, right? Also, Thor Ragnarok was basically kind of space Thor.
Yeah, that was almost entirely space Thor. That was Thor doing space Thor things.
Yep.
And then in the end, showing up to Asgard to do some business.
Yeah. And from because I know we talked about this, I think on the last trailer, or at least I mentioned it. So the rumor was because Hulk in the first trailer he lands, in Doctor Strange's sanctum.
Yeah.
And it looks very similar to the Silver Surfer arriving there in the comics. Almost recreate, except instead of Silver Surfer, it's Bruce Banner. And the whole idea was that, Bruce Banner is going to be the Silver Surfer of the movies. And based on, so Mark Ruffalo was doing an interview, and he said that Bruce Banner is like the Chicken Little of of the story. Like, he's
okay.
like warning everybody, like, Thanos is coming. No one believes him, and it's like that makes a lot of sense. That almost like confirms the whole he's gonna be the Silver Surfer character, warning everyone of the incoming doom. So that's interesting. Also, I wonder, like, because they show a lot of it like on Earth, like how much of it is gonna be in space.
I don't know. The movie's pretty long, right? Like, it's like how long?
I don't even know. I think it's. I mean, it's definitely above 2 hours.
Yeah, they've all been really long.
Yeah,
lately,
if you want to figure that out. But it's like, I mean, they already came out and said that the two characters with the most screen time are Thanos, which is good.
2 hours 36 minutes.
2 hours 36 minutes.
Fucking long.
Yeah. So Thanos is gonna have the most screen time, and Thor is also, like, those two have the most screen time in the movie, according to the directors, the Russo brothers. Which weirded me out that Thor did, but then I kind of realized, in order for this whole thing to go, like, the very first thing is, the Asgardians coming upon Thanos' ship. And so, I mean, that I would assume that's where the film is going to start out.
Right.
And so, I mean, that would make sense, they get destroyed, Hulk gets sent to Earth, Thor gets sent out into space.
Makes sense.
And a lot of more crazy shit.
And also, it's a good thing that the villain will get development, which we don't really have that much of in the MCU.
Yeah, other than, like, Killmonger. Most villains.
And this villain isn't just like an evil version of one of the heroes.
Yeah, that too.
And Michael Keaton's Adrian Toomes, the Vulture.
Yeah, he was good. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
So actually, lately they've been doing a pretty.
Yeah, they've been doing good.
They've been doing
since,
a good job lately.
I think even Zemo and Silver.
Yeah, Zemo was pretty good. I mean, he had, like, his motivations were very clear. They made sense to, like, any person that would make sense to. It's like, your family died from basically these people, and so now you're gonna, like, you're fucking pissed, and you're gonna go fuck them up a little bit.
Yeah,
that just makes sense.
So basically, ever since the this past year, I guess, because you had Guardians with Kurt Russell, he was pretty good, and then you had Spider-Man, Thor, with Hela, and then
they've been doing pretty good. I mean, I think Ego and Hela were kind of basic villains.
Yeah, they were. I mean, they were
like fine basic villains, but, like, they were just doing basic villain stuff. So
stuff you'd see in, like, a Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, and that's why I want Death to be there, so Thanos isn't just like, I want to take over the universe because I want to.
Yeah. And it's a lot more symbolic too, the fact that he's so powerful and he's in love with death.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually.
So maybe we'll see that.
So, like, that's why I want it, because it's so flippin' cliche that the villain's like, I want to take over the world because I want to. Because I'm evil.
Like, almost anything else is cooler than that.
yeah, basically.
Just have some sort of, like, reason instead of, like, hey, I'm pretty powerful, I want to take over the world, or in this case the universe. So
yeah,
I also liked I like that we're probably gonna get to see, like, a bunch of people die, if that makes sense. Like, heroes die.
Oh yeah.
Like that. And that's what I'm, like,
because it's the end of their contracts.
Yeah, I'm like the most, like, excited for that. Mainly because it's like that hasn't happened before. The stakes have always been kind of
Quicksilver. Was the only character to really die.
Died in the same movie. So it's like a little,
It's gonna be like a superhero Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, oh shit,
everyone's dying. What
like,
the
who's
fuck?
next?
Well, like, I think they imply in that trailer that Iron Man and Captain America will die.
Yeah,
or at least one of the two.
Right. It
Probably
makes
both.
sense.
I'm gonna
guess
because they're both leaders.
They show Iron Man, and then Thanos is saying I hope they remember you or whatever.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill someone right then, right?
Yeah.
Or you would think, or at least that's what they're trying to make you think. And then they show him punching Steve Rogers, and you're like, no, Captain America, I don't want him to die. I'm not ready for this.
And it'd be kind of cool too for after the Civil War, they're divided under two leaders. If both leaders died, and then they reunited under a single leader again.
Well, that'd
be kind of cool.
It seems like they're gonna at least
they're gonna reunite before anyone dies.
Yeah,
right.
Before they die.
Yeah.
Because someone pointed out in the first trailer that Iron Man had that cell phone that Cap gave him at the end of Civil War.
Yeah.
That was call me if you need me.
Oh,
and, hey, Thanos coming to town.
It looks like we need
we
need the
He's
gang.
big, he's purple.
We need the gang back together.
He's got these stones of infinity. Seems kind of scary.
Remember the Tesseract, Loki's scepter, and that thing that almost destroyed London? Yeah, those are all in the possession of one guy.
One dude.
One purple guy.
Who says he wants to kill all of us.
Just cuz.
Yeah. I hope it's not just cuz.
Yeah, hopefully it's cuz
Yeah,
he
hopefully
loves
not.
death.
Hopefully it's 'cause
if it is, I think with most with Avengers movies in general, or stuff like that, the heroes themselves usually make up for it in their interactions and stuff. So.
For sure.
Yeah. I hope so. But yeah, so that people are gonna die.
Yes. Several people.
I'm definitely most looking forward to that
Also,
and the character interaction.
Yeah. I think that's the most
You got a lot of that in the
exciting,
trailer.
right? Because Avengers, it's weird now because Avengers, it used to be everyone coming together, but you think about it, Age of Ultron was not everyone coming together, right?
Right. It was
Ant-Man
a lot.
wasn't there. Doctor Strange hasn't shown up yet.
Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. Black Panther yet. I mean, he kind of. But, a bunch of characters, and then soon Captain Marvel, Wasp, stuff like that. And it sounds like they're all going to show up in this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe, Hell's Kitchen people. Probably not, because they don't exist in the same universe, despite them saying they do.
Yeah.
They do, but they don't.
This is gonna be hard to ignore if
well, yeah,
if they are oh hey, this big purple guy destroyed New York City and the nation of Wakanda, and they're just
notices.
no one notices.
Life goes on.
There's a giant fucking circle in the sky.
Wow, the sun's really big today.
Wait, that's no sun.
Dun dun
That's
dun.
the Death Star.
Jedi come down.
It would be
Death
cool.
Halo.
It would be cool if they were there, though. That'd be pretty.
That
sick.
would be awesome.
Jedi?
That would be
not Jedi.
That would be the moment where I'm
Daredevil and
yeah.
I don't. They obviously wouldn't be fighting Thanos. They'd be fighting probably
the
his
minions,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
If Daredevil showed up, if Luke Cage or Iron Fist, maybe even Jessica Jones, Punisher just shooting people out, sniping them.
Oh my god, that'd be the greatest.
And then Moon Knight shows up out of nowhere, and we're all like, "What the fuck is going on?"
That'd be pretty lit.
And then you get fucking Squirrel
and then
Girl.
everyone else in the theater's like, "Who the fuck is that guy?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, yeah, Moon Knight. This is awesome. This is the best movie ever."
If Squirrel Girl showed up, that'd be pretty OP. Considering she would just win.
She's
the unbeatable.
She's unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
Right.
So she would just.
They go, Thanos. Too bad I'm Squirrel Girl. So I guess you lose.
Yep.
She's like, Thanos, I will single-handedly, after Thanos kills everyone, no one's left standing except Squirrel Girl. She comes in and she's all like, I'm the unbeatable Squirrel Girl. No one has defeated me. Thanos, take your best shot. And he's got the Infinity Gauntlet on with all the stones, and he still can't beat her. And she knocks him out, taking the Infinity Gauntlet.
And then she becomes evil.
And then she brings everything back to normal, resurrects every person. And yeah, and then you're like, all hail Squirrel Girl.
And she resurrects death. And so death is dead or alive. And so she gets rid of death forever. Everyone's eternal. Everyone's a god.
And then the unbeatable Squirrel Girl defeats Thanos. But he doesn't die because he escapes on his Thanos copter.
Oh my god.
And he's like, curses you, Avengers. I'll get you next time. You and your little Squirrel Girl.
And then you hear zoinks from the distance.
Zoinks. Oh god.
Sounds like a good movie.
Yeah.
Marvel free range.
Like, I'd be so pumped if that's what happened.
Oh yeah.
Same.
That'd be the greatest.
But yeah, so interesting. Children of Thanos looks interesting. Obviously, he doesn't have the Infinity Gauntlet full yet.
No, not
as
yet.
Far as we know, he's got 2.
He has
from the trailers.
Yeah, the one from the Tesseract and then the purple one,
which is the one that's on Xandar.
Yep.
The Guardians one.
So maybe we'll see Xandar get attacked.
Yeah,
the movie is long enough that we might see that.
Yeah, that would.
And it would make sense that the Guardians are
in there, right?
Are getting involved in some fashion.
Yeah, especially with Gamora, who's Thanos' daughter.
Yeah.
Also,
Nebula.
she narrated at the beginning of the trailer.
Yeah.
So
that would make sense. Yeah. And Nebula should be in the movie, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
I mean, they're bringing out all the stops. They're bringing Peter Dinklage.
Yeah. What the fuck is he playing? I'm going to try to figure that out.
I'm going to look up Peter Dinklage Avengers.
Yeah.
Figure this shit out.
I mean, look up on IMDb. I know that's not right, probably. But, I mean, it's a good shot in the dark.
Yeah. Peter Dinklage is Moon Knight.
He is Oliver Trask? Or, wait, is that right? Is that what he played in X-Men?
Yeah, he played Trask.
Yeah,
Pepper Potts is in this movie.
Of course she is. Why wouldn't she?
The Collector is as well. Heimdall, fuck yeah. I love him.
Seems like
I love him. He's great.
Yeah. They're bringing out everybody.
They're throwing everybody at us.
They're like, hey, who was in a movie before? You, that guy who played... what
if Abomination showed? That's
oh my god!
That's the cliffhanger from the Incredible Hulks that will never be resolved.
Kid, what is his name? Harley and Iron Man 3. Get your ass over here. We're need
putting
all
you in an Iron Man
suit.
We're conscripting you to fight Thanos.
That'd be great.
Well, Laura Barton.
Huh?
Who was that? I'm forgetting.
So Linda Cardellini is playing Laura Barton. I believe that's Clint Barton's wife.
Yeah.
Hawkeye's wife.
What the fuck? Okay, so Hawkeye's wife is back. All right.
But still no confirmation on Clint. He's not in any of the marketing material.
Who?
Hawkeye.
Yeah, he's not.
His wife's
not.
Yeah, he's not. He's not on the posters. He's not.
He's not in the trailers. Like, well, where is Hawkeye?
He's probably gonna show up out of nowhere and do some.
Also, last we knew, he was in jail on the raft, and then
Well, Captain America showed up.
Busted him out.
Yeah.
Well, he's listed on here, but this is also unofficial.
Yeah.
Maybe they just added everyone who was ever in a Marvel movie.
Everyone's in it.
Like this New York City pedestrian / Phil.
Phil, I love that guy.
Yeah, what a great character. But yeah, they're bringing out all the stops.
Yeah,
it's gonna be 5 hours.
No, it's like 2 and.
Well, it's gonna be 2 movies, so it's gonna be 5 hours.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I guess technically there's gonna be another.
What if the cliffhanger too between movies is a literal cliffhanger? And
What's happened?
They're
before.
all hanging off a cliff, and
read
Thanos is like standing at the top.
I read a book where that's literally the ending.
The cliffhanger was a cliffhanger.
Well, why is it called a cliffhanger?
Because it's like you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Maybe that's where
it's like
started.
super precarious. Yeah.
They're like Thanos is holding Spider-Man over a cliff, and he just hangs there, and then black. Avengers.
M'Baku's
the Avengers will return in the Avengers, whatever name it's gonna be, Infinity Gauntlet.
Probably.
Damn, they're bringing back everybody for this shit.
Yeah, everybody.
Friday's back.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's the AI.
Yeah. Or well, no. Oh yeah, that's the permanent one now.
Yeah, because Jarvis is now Vision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, lots of shit happening. Wonder how they're gonna organize it all.
It's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah.
I'm fucking excited.
Yeah.
So that brings us to our first juice topic of the day, doing it in a weird order.
Yeah.
We are Marvel movies. What movies haven't happened yet that we want to happen?
Calvin and Hobbes.
That's not a Marvel.
I don't think that's Marvel.
I want if they get X-Men and Fantastic Four, two things I want. I want Secret Wars, like the original one.
Yeah.
Where where the Beyonder takes everybody, puts them somewhere, and makes them fight each other. Spider-Man gets the symbiote suit, gets like the black suit, and then there can be a Venom thing happening after that at some point.
Right.
And hopefully when he starts getting fucked up by the suit, he won't go all weird evil jazz man like in Spider-Man 3. He won't go like,
I'm evil and I appreciate jazz.
It's like, wait a minute. You could read that as being super racist. Okay, so let's get into this. So the suit is black, right?
Yeah.
The moment he gets the black suit, he starts acting really cool and tough, and all of a sudden he likes jazz music. What's jazz music associated with black people? Okay, black suit. Think about it. Think about it for a minute.
Marvel.
I see you.
Fuck. That movie's really bad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
God. How did they think they could do
3.
3 villains? 3 villains at once?
Cause you got
Sandman's like half a villain.
And then you've got Venom, and no one can go wrong with Venom. And then you have
Snowboard Goblin.
Yeah.
You have Snow.
Yeah, who's what's his name?
Don't even Norman Osborn's son.
No,
Harry.
I know Harry Osborn.
Yeah.
I know, but like
The actor.
Hobgoblin?
I mean it is Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
But
The actor. How am I forgetting? He's in like a shit ton of movies that I love.
He's in a lot of stuff with Seth Rogen.
James Franco.
Yeah,
That's who it
guy.
is. Yep.
I think that's his name.
Yeah, that's James Franco.
Yeah, before he was all funny, and he was all, I'm gonna be serious, teen. I don't know, heartthrob. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Is that what kids are calling it these days?
But yeah, I do want Secret Wars. I also, this would be a really long time before they do this, because it'd have to be fucking nuts if they did it in the same way. Like, I don't know how. They would take them like 5 to 10 years to set this up. But the Secret Wars 2, which is where the Ultimate Universe and the normal one like fuse together, and almost everybody dies. Like most of the people die, most of the heroes die.
That's what I want to see.
There's this really cool panel of where like a bunch of like the Punisher's villains are sitting in a bar because like everybody knows the world's ending, and like the Punisher just opens the door and it's just like standing there with his like fucking guns and shit because like he's just gonna off everybody before it's
Wow.
That's great.
Sweet.
Yeah, but I want that. I also would be cool if they did a lot of like the what if scenarios.
What if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four?
Yeah, like those kind of cool things. Or
what if Hulk didn't?
I mean, they did Age of Ultron already, but they didn't do the time travel shit. They didn't do the Wolverine traveling through time like the comic was.
In Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
I mean, the movie was completely different.
Yeah, I know. The movie was like entirely different. But I would like the Wolverine traveling through time. Everything's all fucked up.
Yeah. I want a Moon Knight movie.
Didn't you want a Moon Knight TV show?
I do. I would take both, okay? I would be like, hey, let's get a TV show. And they're like, okay. And then I'm like, hey, let's make a movie. And they're like, okay. Boom. $1 billion, $1 trillion idea.
Bam.
Why doesn't Marvel listen to me?
Yeah, right?
So, Moon Knight, you make a TV show and a movie.
Both,
right?
Huh? I don't know.
And the movie's rated R. And it's in the MCU, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it no, no. I want a Moon Knight thing. I'll take a movie. I'll take a TV show. I want it.
I mean,
I want it, and I want it now.
It's my money. I want it now.
Yeah. So I want a Moon Knight movie. If I hadn't said it enough, and if you hadn't listened to this podcast enough, I want a Moon Knight movie. I want a Moon Knight something. I'll take a TV show on Netflix, not on that stupid Disney streaming service where nothing's going to be rated R.
Yeah, not that.
We need to do Moon Knight, and we need to do it right.
Yes.
And then after that, I would take Kang the Conqueror showing up.
Like a full movie?
Yeah, like an Avengers movie.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like Kang is the
No.
Like, I think that's a little strange.
And then obviously Fantastic Four film. And
go fucking real edgy. Do you like Defenders? Well, no, wait, that's already the TV show. Fuck, they couldn't do it.
like original Defenders.
Like Defenders, where they're like
original Defenders, like sorry,
I think it was Defenders.
The original,
like not the original. It was like a version of them where they like take over the world.
Okay, I guess I don't know.
I
like the original Defenders in the comics, which were Doctor Strange, the Hulk, Namor, I think was one of them. And what was the other one? There were 4. It's gonna kill me if I can't think of it. I gotta look it up now. But yeah, it was Doctor Strange, Hulk, and Namor, and or was it just those 3?
Possible.
Oh, and eventually Silver Surfer.
Oh, okay.
Yes, those 4. The Defenders, they'd stole the name for the TV show. Fine, whatever. But like those 4, Hulk, Namor, Doctor Strange, and Silver Surfer, that would be awesome. Also, like, let's do some group superhero stuff that isn't Avengers.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Oh, and a Moon Knight film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Namor, I would really dig a fucking Namor movie. Because, man, that fucking underwater sequence in Justice League, I thought was really cool. And underwater is like a good setting to use.
Yeah.
Because it's very mysterious, almost like Alien, because most of it's unexplored. So you can just like make shit up.
Yeah, you can just
if you go deep enough, there's fucking this monster now. It only lives at this depth that we've never been to. Like, you can just do that shit, and I think fucking Namor as a movie would work really well that way.
Yeah,
it'd be sick.
Namor's awesome.
A lot of shit to do there.
I would like that.
Him and the Human Torch were the original superheroes for Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Water and fire.
Yeah, good combo.
Yeah.
And then Captain America came along.
Spider-Man as well.
Water, fire, freedom. The 3 elements.
It was like I mean, Spider-Man didn't come along till really late.
Really?
Yeah,
late?
like Iron Man before him. You had Hulk before
but I mean,
him.
like, still relatively
you had X-Men
early.
before him. Fantastic Four. I mean, it was the 60s.
Yeah, so that's still relatively early.
I mean, not kinda. It's probably in the middle, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but yeah, those movies, those are what we want.
Come on, Marvel. Pick them up. Do something with them. You can throw anything at the TV screen. It'll make billions. Or at least millions.
Yeah, pretty much anything that they make at this point is gonna be some high fucking revenue.
They should make a real anime featuring Kody in the house.
I fuck that. Yeah, okay. In this age of like everything being a fucking meme.
Yeah.
If whoever owns the rights to Kody in the house actually did that,
Disney,
they would make some.
Which is
fucking
Marvel
cash.
by extension. They could do that.
Yeah, Disney owns
a
Kody in the house.
anime would be successful. I can almost hear like people would watch it.
Oh
like,
yeah, they would.
I would
just
definitely
combine Kody in the house tropes with anime tropes.
It'd be amazing.
It'd be like the cheesiest movie ever, or TV show.
Yeah, I mean, you do like a 1 season long anime of Kody in the house.
It'd be fucking great.
People would lose their
Oh
shit.
my god, that'd make so much money. Sell merchandise on that. You make fucking
You get
bank.
Kyle Massey to come back to play Kody.
oh god.
At least voice him because it's an anime.
Yeah, it's an
so
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Featuring all the hilarious scenes such as a skeleton jumping out of a lawnmower.
Sure.
And I think there was like a seal in the White House once.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's still my favorite anime. All right. I think that's it for Marvel stuff today. I guess movie type stuff. Let's get on to our one video game story. So Sonic has teased that they are going to make a Sonic racing game. Probably some sequel to Sonic All Stars Racing. So.
Well, and I think I'm gonna double check here on my phone, but I think the logo that they teased in that trailer is pretty familiar to the.
It looked like Sonic R to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect or whatever. I don't know. I'm not into this stuff. Jay is, I think. He likes Sonic racing.
No, the logo's a lot different. Actually, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't.
Where the R was on the
coming?
title.
It was Sonic. It was Sonic
Racing.
R, right? Well, it said
Something
it was an R.
It was definitely the Sonic logo, and the R was the only thing.
Yeah, there was a Sonic R back in the day on like the Sega Saturn, I think.
But those car shots. on it, so
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
And it was like a Sonic racing game, and it wasn't. I don't think it was like Sonic. Yeah, I think they're like really pushing that old school Sonic, like with Sonic Mania. Yeah, there was this game called Sonic R, and it was a racing game on the Sega Saturn.
Oh, okay.
So I mean that might be the thing. They're making like a Sonic racing game.
Yeah.
Kind of bringing that back. Like that, like people remembering Sonic R.
I mean, they did feature the R pretty heavily, so.
Yeah, and it looks like the R from Sonic R. It looks like the R from Sonic R. Like it is the same one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean that's very possible.
I mean, in any case, I like racing games, so I'm definitely looking forward to it myself.
Yeah, this and then they did a Sonic Mania Adventure. I think DLC is coming out.
Yeah.
So they're really pushing this whole the old school Sonic stuff,
Which is good because that's kind of what people like.
Yeah.
So probably do the thing that people like.
Yeah, that seems to be what people want.
Yeah. So yeah, awesome stuff. Getting on to the juice for video games. Nintendo. What is the best Nintendo property? They've got a lot out there. You've got Mario. You've got
Pokemon.
Legend of Zelda. You got
Pokemon,
Metroid, Kirby, Star Fox.
I think that's it.
Just kidding. Earthbound, Fire Emblem, etc. So what's the best?
I would say Pokemon. Its quality is very consistent, I would say. And it's like, I think, one of a franchise that's so ubiquitous, you know? Like it's played across like all age groups. It's a part of younger kids' lives, like the same as it was like decades, you know, like a couple decades ago. And I think it's just had such a profound effect on, obviously, like U.S. on like Western culture, like in the sense that like it's something that most kids, well, no, I don't know if I should say most kids, but like a really large amount of kids played, and it's just like a big part of a lot of our memories with childhood and with like playing games with friends and stuff that.
Yeah.
You know,
I had the fucking like hookup.
Yeah.
So you could, like, trade Pokemon.
That was the best thing, you know, trading and battling with your friends.
Yeah.
Like,
I have your Pokemon.
and that was intended. Pokemon's good. I might agree with that. I'm not sure though.
Okay.
I think, I mean, you look at it like, so Mario is the obvious choice, right? Because I mean, they're the mascot of Nintendo, or Mario's the mascot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Zelda might be the best one. I think, just because of like what it's done. Like you look at the original Zelda, Ocarina of Time. You know, now Breath of the Wild. Like these are like the best rated games of all time, and they've changed so much about how like adventure games are played. And they're just so good. You know, music is like amazing. Like they play in orchestras and everything, and it's just such a high quality thing. But I guess all Nintendo stuff is high quality. You know what? I mean, I just said Zelda, but I think I'll agree with you on Pokemon.
All right.
Just because I play Pokemon more than I play Zelda.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't even really have that much of a history with Zelda, to be honest.
Although I wanted to make an argument for something else. But like Pokemon is just so absurd. Like you've got it makes their mobile consoles outsell their home consoles. Like the 3DS outsold the Wii U by like massively. Yeah. And you know, and then you have like stuff like Pokemon Go, which took over the entire like world basically.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was.
I've never
seen an app do that before.
Yeah.
You know, it was just like for like about a month. It was like
we'd go to the local college.
It was just everywhere. It was everywhere. Like people were just walking around playing it.
And like it's not even an original concept. There was a game called Ingress that was basically the same thing beforehand, except now this one has Pokemon. Yeah. And everyone's
branding, my friend.
Like all over that. Like Pokemon is so huge.
Yeah.
Like that, and you know, the cartoon, and when everyone was kids or whatever, the trading card game, like it's huge. And I think the games, you know, they are like always when you look at lists for like best games on like Game Boy, best games on Game Boy Advance, DS, or 3DS, Pokemon are always in the top like 5. Like Pokemon games are just that good, and like they're very significant, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I think Pokemon's the best.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, Pokemon is so much like history, and like everyone knows what it is. It's hard to like compete against. I think Zelda's really close, but it definitely like holds a different age group, I guess, because I feel like our age group is definitely Pokemon, right? As far as like the early Pokemon games.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah.
And Zelda's a little older than that, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess to me, Zelda like really set like foundations for like you being the hero.
Yeah,
I guess. And I mean, Pokemon, well, to a lot, because you're not really saving the world in Pokemon.
right.
You're just like becoming a trainer, and I mean, that's fine and everything, but like feeling like you're saving the world, like even though it's, you know, kind of a cheesy villain and storyline or whatever, is really cool for a video game. I don't know. It was probably done before Zelda, but it did a lot for it.
Right.
So, I mean, I think I'd still go with Pokemon, but I think Zelda's like a really close second.
Yeah, and then Mario obviously
Well, yeah,
should be in there
yeah,
somewhere,
yeah.
just
I would-
because.
Those
But yeah,
are like the top 3. Earthbound is criminally underrated.
yeah,
I've never played it. So.
known as Mother in Japan.
Yeah. I haven't played it, but I've watched a lot of people play it, and it's like this, you know, it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's like funny, and like there's a lot of like interesting parts to it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So that does it for this episode of the Clever and Original Podcast.
Yeah.
Jay, if people want to find you on the social media sphere, what could they do that?
Probably come find me on Twitter at Jayden Reinhart.
And JJ, where can people find you?
On Twitter as well, JJ Larson 107.
And you can find me on Twitter at Kody Misialek. You can find us all at Clever_Original on Twitter. And as you are right now, listen to us each and every week on SoundCloud, iTunes, and other podcast services. And we'll catch you next week, guys, in episode 139.